Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video with Blazing Corp. Today we're just going to check in on a few things. So we still have the ASTRALON tournament going on for the Fusion. So right now I'm working on several things since there's a bunch going on all at the same time. You've got a couple tournaments, a couple events going on. So Ice Golem, you've got Classic Arena Takedown. Classic Arena Takedown is just do your 10 daily. If you've got more, keep doing them. Find easy people to take down and take them down. Get as many points as you can as quickly as you can so you can finish this event and move on to the Ice Golem as quickly as possible. In the Ice Golem, you're going to need 1375 to be able to get, I believe this guy's name is Flailer here. And, if you can, push it up to 2750 there and get that epic skill tome on that end. So you can see here I've gotten just about at 950. That's my next target. So I'm at 716 right now, and you know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can get some more. I know a lot of people have problems getting to the end stages here of Ice Golem and then consistently being able to do it over and over and over to get the highest level rewards on this one. So, this video here today is for you guys. So, stage 20, we're going to go in here and we're going to see what kind of team composition we can put together. So, how I put together my team: one healer. Obviously, Apothecary has the increased ally defense in dungeons by 21%. So, a defensive aura is fantastic. With Iron Brago, both of these guys are easy free-to-play champions because he was a fusion, just like ASTRALON is right now. So if you, just did your stuff, you'd easily have gotten him there on that end. Now, kitted him out fully. He's been account changing for me because what he does is he adds sustain to the group through his ability. Let's see if we can bring it up here. His passive, which increases the defense of all allies by 10% of this champion's defense. That is massive. I believe I have him sitting somewhere north of 4,000 defense right now. So that's giving at least 400 extra defense to all of these champions here. Lots more sustain. On top of Miscreant Monster giving shields, it's just massive. We're not too easily dying. The only way anyone's gonna die, at least in this run, would be because of the second level of adds who have the reflect damage. And if they do too big a shot, they could easily one-shot themselves. And I don't have a reviver in this comp. I could put a reliquary tender here, but she doesn't have those spot heals as much as Apothecary does, so I'm just going to take the chance that Saito is not going to kill himself there by having all that his damage that he does reflected back at him. The main thing for me in this particular level, heals, well, spot crit heals, your sustain and just consistent damage, your burst damage and damage over time, debuffer and stripper there as well, and buff stripper I should say, not an actual stripper, and then you have your more sustain and defensive abilities, so with shields and ally protection, which is massive. So let's go ahead and give this a run through. Now, I don't mind that this particular run, which is 100% on auto pretty much every time there. Actually, it's probably something more like 98%. There's always that 3% chance that, everybody crits at every single point and everyone dies there. So, main thing here is tons of speed, tons of debuffs going out, Lots of stuns by Miscreant Monster, surprisingly, which is why I have his accuracy up to just stun everybody so that I can just take my time draining down their health there without having to worry about any damage coming back at me. This kind of setup particularly helps in the next set of ads. So hopefully he won't use his shield ability before the second level of ads. So let's see. So we got a stun off, so that's good. But we need to hopefully get a group stun going. So 2 stuns. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get off our group stun before they get the reflect. So they've got the reflect up, and we just missed them. Well, Madame Ceres just missed her ability to strip. So it's going to be another 4 or so pieces, 4 or so turns before Shet runs back around. But luckily, her A1, her A2 is a strip as well. Well, a chance to strip. I believe it's a 40% chance there to strip. And then that gives our team a defensive block debuff. So really nice on that end. She's got a lot of good things in her kit. Now, this run is going pretty smoothly. Just gotta, yep, so all the reflect damage is off, so I don't have to worry about Saito dying anymore. And we're pretty comfortably on to the Ice Golem. Now, if you haven't kind of watched any videos or done any studying, you really want to take care of the ads before you go after the boss. So a lot of the heroes that I have running here are single target damage dealers. They have a little bit of AoE on 1 or 2 skills, but for the most part they're single target damage dealers. Why did I run it this way? Well, I ran it this way here so that I don't ever have to worry that they will be AoEing all the time and bringing down the health of the Ice Golem while the ads are still up. Because if he hits you for the revive that he does at certain points in his health while the ads are still up, for every ad he ignores 50% defense. So we don't want the ads up when he's hitting us with his revive, which is just going off there. Now, I just was able to get Dark Elaine, so I might actually kit her out just for fun there, just to see if we could kind of speed run this particular level, because every time anyone gets frozen, her passive, she does Death's Majesty, which is an AoE attack, really, really strong, plus it buffs her with an increased attack buff. So that would probably just kind of be one of those reflect type of damage deals where he hits us, freezes some of the people. She can never get frozen, which is nice. And then she comes back with Death's Majesty, and that's going to keep happening over and over and over and just draining the health. The one thing I could see being the problem with that particular strategy is the ads might still be up there. So I might have to kit her so that she's hitting really hard with a lot of crit damage, so that as she's hitting those Death Majesty AoE attacks, she's draining the ads on that end. But this run's going pretty good so far. We're making sure, just with the way these guys are single target dealers, they're taking out the ads first, then going for the boss. So we should never be in trouble there of having any sort of issues of the Ice Golem hitting us with a revive while these guys are still awake. But never know. So let's keep I'm keeping an eye on it as I'm chattering away here. Now, one reason I do like to run Apothecary instead of Reliquary Tender is because of the spot heals. So every once in a while you'll see, at least the way that I have Miscreant Monster kind of set up is he has a lot of, in his masteries, abilities that are going to decrease the amount of damage on his allies there. So he's constantly taking tons and tons of damage. So really good to have through his passive ally protection ability. So it's really good to have that spot heal, even though he can heal himself, just in case something goes wrong or the other people in my team take a big hit and it drains his energy or his health quite a bit. But yeah, we're plodding along here, which is pretty nice. It's not a super slow run, but it's not a super fast run either. But that is by design. And you can always bring a seer in here, who I just pulled, and I'm kitting out right now. You could always bring Royal Guard in here, but I find that he drains a little too fast the health of the Ice Golem, and so definitely in trouble of wiping whenever I bring him in. But I really do think Death's Majesty would be the way to go if I really wanted to do like a serious speed run in here. But definitely one upgrade for Arbiter if we're looking for free to play type champions would be going with like a Scylla the Drakes there, or an Arbiter. Both of who I don't have. I haven't been playing the game long enough here to have either of those particular champions, but we're definitely working on those to make sure we can get them as soon as possible, because I have legendary books waiting there for the Arbiter and for Scylla the Drake. So, but I might use any extras on ASTRALON, so we will see, or ASTRALON I should say, but we'll see. We'll see. I should be having or getting ASTRALON probably in the next day or two, and I'll do kind of a mid-tier, mid-game type guide on him there, and kind of show you how I'm going to kit him and what kind of stuff I'm going to run him in, and see if he's kind of worth it, because we should still have a few more days left in the event by the time I get him, and hopefully that will help you guys decide whether to go for him or whether to just keep Lodric. So let's see what kind of gear here. Attack 10%, crit rate, attack. I don't see anywhere that I'd actually use this. To tell you the God's honest truth. Yeah, I don't see anywhere I'd actually use this. But does have crit rate, has that attack at 60. You can get that up to 60. I'm going to keep it for now, just in case. Alright, so that kind of does it for this video. You can see here very consistent damage from Saito and Iron Brago. Here, Madame Sarah's just doing her thing. Miscreant Monster coming in with some nice DPS here as well. And Apothecary, not to be left too far behind. Good heals on that end. And then Miscreant Monster, just a beast, healing the hell out of himself there. So it kind of can't go wrong on that end. Now, and if you like this video, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you're having any issues on Ice Golems there, and if you are, what stage? Maybe I can help there on that end. So feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and we will see you again next time.